only a couple here in Marikina that actually serve this. This is amazing. Good morning. I am in Marikina right now. This is Khee from Foodie Mama PH, and she's going to show me all around the area today.
Alright, so we're here in Marikina, and first place that I brought you is one of my favorites. It's a neighborhood gotohan. So they specialize in goto, which is like a porridge that's more flavorful with beef and pig's blood. Beef blood.
Beef blood.
And then there's Tokwa't Baboy, the perfect pairing, which has some fried tofu, and lechon kawali, which is deep fried pork.
And those are your two favorites here?
Yes.
Okay, let's get those.
Perfect pairing.
Khee, this first one that you've got here in front of me, this is the goto. Tell me a little bit about this. I've never had this before.
So just to tell you first, goto really means tripe. Okay, so people when they order goto, they will expect tripe in it. But this one doesn't have tripe in it. This is the Marikina version of goto, which has the beef meat and the beef blood.
And the beef blood cubes.
And it's very savory.
And Tokwa't Baboy I've had before. It is the tofu and the lechon kawali.
So I'm guessing you've tried it with lugaw or just the plain porridge?
Yeah. We're going to give both of these a shot right now. I'm going to start with the goto because I've never had this before. So I'm a little excited. It's a rice porridge. Big cube of beef in here.
Still piping hot.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, it's delicious.
Yeah.
It is super hot, but you could see it steaming off in there as I was filming in the kitchen, but...
That's why I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
That's how you start your morning.
Oh, yeah. That is a breakfast of champions there. But I've got to get one of these blood cubes. Let's see, I've done a lot of pork blood. The beef blood I haven't done a whole lot of.
Especially on porridge.
So, here we go. Beef blood, a little bit of the porridge. Yeah, it all works. And to be completely honest with you, before coming to Southeast Asia, blood did not sound like something that would be good. But I love it in every form that I've had it. Yeah, this is definitely a breakfast of champions.
When blood is cooked, you can taste that sweetness in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is awesome.
I know the flavor is good on its own, but you have to really pair it with Tokwa't Baboy.
Okay.
With their special vinegar mix. It's so good.
So what would you normally do? Would you actually just throw some into the porridge itself and then...
Maybe I'd ask you to try it first so that you will know the flavor profile of it. So
Okay, I'm going to get a little piece of the...
lechon kawali.
Yep.
And the tofu. Together with the
big piece.
crisp onions.
All right, here we go. We got a little piece of lechon kawali here, a big piece of tofu, an onion. Oh wow!
You need more of that pork.
I'm gonna get just a piece of the lechon kawali here. The mix that they have there, it's sweet, and I was expecting a little bit more. Oh man, that's nice. Oh my. All right, now I've just got to see here. I'm gonna get a little bit of the tofu up. I'm dropping it right into the pork. Oh, look at that fatty piece of pork there. All right, lechon kawali. Got the goto here as well. Big fatty piece.
perfect bite.
Oh my, that is good. All right.
It's like a very hearty, warm breakfast. And if you're in Marikina, you cannot miss this because there's like, in every corner, there's a gotohan.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, tofu. Well, this is perfect. This is really good. I'm going for one more. I want to like you. I want some more of the porridge.
Comfort food.
All right, go ahead.
Marikina, where we're at right now, like what was the basis? Because you do a lot of focus here at Marikina.
Yeah, so FYI, I was born and raised in Bulacan. So I grew up in a city called Mikawayan. But when I got married, my husband was from Marikina, so I moved to Marikina. That's where I started exploring the place, being a passionate foodie.
Isa pong box ng puto. Magkano po? 170.
So that's where I discovered these small little all-in-the-wall places. That's where I started exploring Marikina and started sharing it with people because not a lot of people see the beauty of the food and the people and the culture here. People in general would just know it. Oh, it's where we get our shoes because it's the shoe capital of the Philippines. They used to produce like 70% of the shoes, now only 15%. So it's not as famous. Even locals here don't know the signature dishes that Marikina have. So that's what I'm trying to promote, create awareness and educate people on these small little finds.
Isang waknatoy tsaka isang kanin po. Alright, so next up here it's Kusina Ni Kambal. It's like a local neighborhood carinderia or eatery. They're famous for their Waknatoy, which is a Marikina delicacy or specialty. It's like the sweeter version of menudo. So it's got pork, pickles, chorizo, and tomato sauce. And it's so good. I super love it. It's my favorite Marikina dish.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Like you got this beautiful little oil slick, I guess, from the pork on top of it. This looks pretty amazing.
Has all flavor. So I think only here will you find spoon and fork that are packaged like this. Normally when you're in a carinderia, everything is just
sitting in a little bucket.
And you just go there and they're still wet. And
so you got an empty plate there. You want to take some of the rice off of that one, and then I'll let you serve yourself there first.
I'll let you. You have to try
not
this.
Me, all the rice. I'm just going to try and just grab a big hump. I want to get some of that sauce, get a piece of the chorizo there. There we go.
Oh my goodness. I'm already salivating.
It looks amazing. So the thought of the pickles in there, that just sounds interesting to me. Like it's not something that I would have even imagined. And this is something you'll only find here in Marikina, apparently.
Yeah, and you don't normally see pickles mixed with a dish in a Filipino dish. So.
All right, here we go. Let's give it a try. Oh my. The pickles add an extremely interesting touch to it, like because it's pickled, so you get a little bit of the vinegariness that's going on with it, but there's this sweetness behind them as well.
So it's sweet, sour, salty, savory.
It is just about as umami as it can get. Like it's this is amazing.
There's tartness from the tomato.
Oh wow! Like I don't want to go anywhere else. Let's order more of this.
It's good because I can't talk anymore.
I think you can't talk anymore.
And it's funny. It's not all Mariqueños or people residing in Marikina know about this dish. Because only few carinderias or restaurants serve this.
Only a couple of here in Marikina that actually serve this. This is amazing. Oh wow. That is so good.
Never fails.
Those motorbikes are the issue.
That's where you get the entire experience.
Yeah.
Beside the road, Carinderia, eating home-cooked food.
Jeepneys, motorbikes all going by us.
We're just beside the Marikina Public Market, which is one of the biggest markets in Manila.
Is it really?
And
It's that big.
Yeah, and it's way cleaner, more organized, I would say, because people are more disciplined here in Marikina. I'm glad you were able to try it.
I'm glad I was able to try it too. It's unbelievable. I know we got other stuff to eat. I should probably stop eating right now, but it's kind of hard. I can't stop. This is one big market. You were saying that this market here is one of the biggest markets in Manila.
Yeah, one of the cleanest, more organized.
Yeah, this place is massive.
You can buy anything.
Anything here, really. So we've ducked off a little side alley here within the market. We stopped earlier and got some Puto here. Khee, what exactly am I looking at here?
So this is Rocha's Puto. It's my favorite Puto here in Marikina. So this is called Putong Pulo, which is the brown colored Puto with cheese on top. So it's like a sweet, salty rice cake.
What makes the Puto brown here,
I think
as opposed to normally it being
Yeah, I
white
think
or
they're using brown sugar.
just brown sugar and cheese? Puto.
Yeah, cheese.
All right.
You gotta try this.
Let's give this a shot. So I'm gonna hold that up there. Hopefully that focuses in for you. Let's give this a shot. Oh, get out of here. Oh, wow. Come on.
Thank you.
I've only had 2 pieces, and I don't want to get overzealous or anything here. This may be the best puto I've had so far in the Philippines, and I've eaten a lot of it all over the country.
Very moist and soft,
Oh, wow.
bouncy, sweet and salty.
That's amazing.
Isa pong bihon canton.
Bihon canton po.
Dine-in. Bread, yung video.
All right, Khee, where is this place we are at right now?
All right, for our last stop, we're saving the best for last, which is my favorite Panciterias here in Marikina. We are at Lola, Helen's, and I've ordered up Pancit Con Lechon, which has a mix of bihon and the canton noodles. And there's the lechon kawali with veggies. It's so delicious. You have to try it.
This looks amazing. Like, it's lechon, it's noodles. Like, what's not to love about this? So, how am I supposed to do to just
You can just get
just
everything.
grab a
Yeah.
big load of it out of here?
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, let's see if I can do this without making an absolute mess.
So I suggest you try it as is first.
Okay.
All the noodles with the veggie and the pork.
Okay.
And then later, I need to ask you to squeeze some calamansi.
Calamansi. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get a little bit here just to get started. Let Khee get herself set up there. So yeah, when we're talking about lechon kawali here, it's pork, and you guys know my weird love affair with pork. This looks absolutely amazing. The great big woks that they had inside the kitchen, cooking up all the pancit. Oh, you're going straight for the calamansi,
Because
because
I know
you
the,
know.
I know the flavor.
Okay. So I'm gonna get just a little bit of the noodles here. What appears to be a little bit of the pork skin. Oh, sweet porky heaven. Like he was saying, the pancit itself, the pork stock is like just absorbed in all of the noodles itself. Like, oh my God, that's good.
So even without biting into the pork, you can taste the pork in the noodles, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the noodles just absorb all of the pork stock. So the noodles, you get a little bit of vegetables in there. You get your noodles. They taste purely like pork as well. Oh, that's good. All right, but now you've got me curious about adding calamansi to this. So
You have to. It's a must.
saving some of it so I can eat more. Oh my.
Right?
He's right, you get a little bit of the acidity from the calamansi mixed in there as well. It's unbelievable.
And you know what? Because of how flavorful and savory, salty, umami it is, people come here with families. They would order this and then rice.
And rice.
They'll make it a dish to go with rice, and it's so filling and delicious.
It makes sense because of how much the noodles themselves absorb all of the pork flavoring. It literally makes sense. It's almost like you're using the rice just to kind of bring it all back down.
And if you've not seen or tried or heard of it yet, we also eat pancit with pandesal.
With
Pandesal, the national bread. You haven't tried?
No, I haven't tried it.
You have to see
Nah.
it for your next video.
That's going to be in a video coming up. The national. Really?
Pandesal in Spanish is bread of salt, and it's our staple bread here. Freshly baked from the bakery, you have to get it, and then open it up. You can get some different fillings or pancit. Easy.
Why have I not had this? I've been in the Philippines for 4 months. Why have I not had this? Why has nobody suggested this to me?
There's so many panaderias, all the bakeries here.
Oh yeah, I see them all over the place, but I normally just don't stop into them. Like I've gone in, I've done Puto, I've done, I was getting ready to say Puso, hanging rice. It's not the same thing.
Now you have a new content idea.
Yeah, I've done piayas, I've done things like, I've done enchiladas, I've done things like that. I've never, yeah, that's gonna be a video now. So Khee, all of the food that we've had today has been amazing, but I'm a little curious about like your channel itself. Like, what made you start? Like, what got you involved with YouTube and wanting to start a YouTube channel?
Alright, so I have a personal love and passion for food, and I was just looking for an avenue on how I can share it. And first I was just posting on my personal Instagram and Facebook, and I thought it's not enough. So I was planning to create a blog where I can write about food. But by that time, YouTube is already getting famous.
Yeah.
And I've been watching Mark Queen's travel all the world, all the places in the world with his wife and his baby. And that time, I'm starting my new family, and I was like, why not? So I tried it. My husband bought me my first camera on our wedding day. So I started vlogging during our honeymoon in Singapore and in Bali for 10 days. And I kind of stopped when I got pregnant because I was like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm too ugly to vlog and show myself in a camera. And then by the time my daughter came out, a few months after that, I realized, if not now, when will I start vlogging? Time is running and my passion is still there. So that's where Foodie Mama came, because I'm already a mama. I'm a mommy with a daughter. So I started vlogging with her. Wherever I go, I always bring her, so it's like, that's why it's Foodie Mama. So my passion remains, and wherever we go, I just film the food, people, the culture from different places in and around the world.
That's pretty, yeah, your channel's amazing. All right, that's wrapping up our little food tour in Marikina. Khee, I can't thank you enough. This has been amazing. I will link to her channel down below. We are gonna go film another video right now for her channel. You'll also be able to find that video down below. See you next time.